Meanwhile, the ANC has praised President Ramaphosa for his handling of this matter and says that wisdom prevailed.
Newsroom Africa's Ziyanda Ngcobo spoke with the party spokesperson Mahlengi Bengu Mutsiri earlier.
The sentiment here where we are, of course, at the BRICS Political Parties Plus Dialogue, is that this is a victory for South Africa in being able to really walk a tight rope. That's why Mahlengi Bengu Mutsiri actually congratulated President Cyril Ramaphosa for actually reaching this outcome. As you've mentioned, his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, will no longer be coming to South Africa. So let's bring in the ANC spokesperson to talk about why then you would deem this as a victory. He's walked the talk, but in what sense?
Well, he's walked the talk in the sense of pursuing negotiations with all parties involved for as long as it took to get to this by mutual agreement decision for President Putin not to attend the BRICS summit. We do think that it positions South Africa quite well in terms of its non-alignment position, but also South Africa took a very firm stance that we would like to have President Putin in South Africa.
And that's really been your stance, that you welcome Putin coming here. But a lot of criticism was leveled against the ANC-led government to say, why don't you just ask Putin not to come? If he's really your friend, he should also be caring about the precarious position that South Africa was placed in through that issuing of the warrant of arrest.
Well, I suppose that the ANC, as well as the governing party in South Africa, will not come to such a decision without consulting. I do think that a lot of emphasis needed to be placed on diplomatic channels because we still are part of a rules-based system. In fact, it speaks very strongly also about the respect of the rule of law. It also speaks very strongly about President Putin was also gracious enough to understand what would have been a sticky situation had this happened. And so I do think that it's a win-win situation either way you look at it. Also because the Russian delegation will be there at the summit. And so we're not losing or missing out on any member state in the BRICS community.